So my journey. So I am a recovering alcoholic addict. I've been in recovery now for 20 months. Basically, I have been in and out of recovery for the last 6 years. And I've also suffered with mental illness, depression namely. And so I got to a point in my life where it was either life or death for me. Well, when I got out of high ground in Auckland, Auckland had a lot of wraparound services. They had like meetings every day, NA, AAs. And when I moved up here to Kaikohe, it was a risk moving up here because everyone was telling me, oh, it's too isolated up there, and you know, they were worried for me that I'd fall off the wagon because I fell off the wagon a few times. There was nothing here there wasn't a place for people to come to where they could feel like they belonged and that they were cared about. So yeah, I decided to open up a recovery hub to help others, which I've named Whakaoranga Whanau Recovery Hub. The reason why I chose that name is because Whakaoranga means to restore people, and for a lot of us, you know, we've been broken, we've been down and out, we've disconnected from our culture. And so with the help of my loving recovery whānau and other people who have supported me, we got together and put a post asking for donations for the hub. I mean, I set this up, I'm not funded or anything like that. I chose to do this because I wanted to help others, and this place is made of aroha, tika and pono. And yeah, so that's how it all started with the recovery hub. So the good thing about this place is I'm a recovering addict, alcoholic, so it's been set up by people with lived experience and run by people with lived experience, and I think that's what the difference is about these places. We're not clinical, we do a lot of tikanga Māori stuff, karakia, waiata, and that's what filled my wairua. That's what reconnected me back to my culture, because I'd lost my whole being of who I was.
This place is for anyone and everyone throughout Taitokero, throughout New Zealand. It's for those who are wanting to give up the drugs, give up the alcohol. It's for the homeless. If you want to come in and have a talk or have a cup of tea, we can, you know, offer you there. It's for those who are wanting to go into detox or residential rehab. We can guide you along those pathways to wellness. You know, Whakaoranga Whanau means, recovery of the whānau, of the people, of the iwi. So if you can get, if we can save one person, that saves a whole family.
My purpose is to serve the community, help those who are struggling with mental illness, drug and alcohol addictions, and basically, in order for me to keep what I have to give it away freely. So, I couldn't do this journey on my own. A lot of it, when I ripped off my family, stole from them, lied, all sorts. I was looking at jail or death, very close to going to an institution. So, I had to decide, and I chose to fight for my life. And it was because people around me, my recovery whānau, he waka kino in Auckland is where I started. And they believed in me, they never gave up on me. I love the mahi that I do, I'm passionate about what I do, and I know what it's like to have nobody. I know what it's like to have people always downing you, people not believing in you, people thinking you're still the same, people thinking you can't change. But I'm living proof, standing right here today, that anything is possible, and it's just planting that seed of hope. That's what I wanted to do here in Kaikohe, was just plant that seed of hope. Now I'm just trying to give back to the community and help others, because in addiction, I just felt a lot of darkness and sadness, hurt, lots of trauma, and I felt like I had no way out of it. And coming into recovery, it's opened my eyes. There's hope, there's love.
Oh, look, as soon as I came in, it was just aroha all the way. Of course, I had my own issues, and they straightened those out, and now I'm sort of on the right track. Yeah, so it was scary for me to walk through those doors. I don't know whether I wanted it or not.
I was walking past this place in the days, lost, homeless, through unforeseen circumstances, nothing that I thought would ever happen to myself. And through walking through this door, I became part of he waka ekinoa. Ko te pono tēnei kaupapa he waka ekinoa ki te oranga e tātou whānau, te māwiwi tango, ngā tarutaru mo ngā waipiro. Ai, e pono tēnei kaupapa, ko ngā kaiari, ngā tumuaki, he tangata, he whānau, e hikoi tēnei raruraru. And through a place of rehabilitation for drugs and alcohol, e oranga ki a hau. It also rehabilitates us as Māori, us as people. It's like a new beginning, a new light, where we can stand tall as one.
Oh, it's amazing. It's just like a wow factor, you know. You see them come in broken, and then a couple of weeks later you see the changes in their life and their ahua and their tinana, and they're smiling, you know, they're smiling from ear to ear because they've had somewhere to come to where someone's going to listen or make them a cup of tea, or they've just grown so much in their own pathway to wellness. Yeah, it's really special.
It warms my heart every time I see someone come in, because that's where I was once, and I know what it's like when you're feeling down and out, broken, lost, and you don't even know who you are anymore, you know, and then to see them, to build that courage just to come up through those doors, I think my heart skips a million times, because a lot of it, you know, there's heaps of shame around admitting that you have a problem. I was like that for a long time. I tried to control my use. I tried to make out to my family that I wasn't that bad as what they were saying, but now that I've been in recovery for some time now, I'm able to share my story without feeling shame.
Oh, e tuanau ki te tautoko he waka eke noa, ka tēnei whare. This seed, this whare was built out of love, I believe, from a seed, and it's festered into a greater vision.
Nau mai, haere mai, heaps of aroha, heaps of manaaki, tautoko. It's the people. Ia te mea nui o te ao. He tangata, he tangata, he tangata.
And now I've realised that my story can empower someone, that there is hope out there, you know, and I just get so happy when I see someone walk through those doors, because we're all open here, we're waiting here whānau, just to, and another big thing here, there's heaps of aroha here and no judgment, because for a lot of us, we lose that love for ourselves, and sometimes it takes, you know, people to show us some love, that we are worthy, that we are loved.
Tuturu whakamaua te tina! Tina!